trailer for 8-9 months or so now, and we are discovering there's things in the drawers and cupboards that we might not use. So I'm going to start in the kitchen today, and I know that, excuse me Maddie, excuse me, come on. In the drawer here where we keep our bakeware, there's, well, not only is there more oven mitts than we need, there's more baking pans than we probably use. So the other thing, excuse me Wrigley, excuse me, is in this cupboard here. We have some, well, some storage containers that we do tend to use, but just some other, you know, more pots and pans and bowls. There's our thing that collects water, just underneath here, and I'm gonna go through them and just sort of figure out what we haven't used since we moved in the trailer, and probably won't be using in the near future. We're gonna box them up, and then we're gonna put them in the storage trailer, cooter, and see where we go from there. Gone through the bakeware that was in the drawer, and this is what we have. We have a 6 and a 12 muffin tin, full size, and 2 12 mini muffin tins. So, and then we have 2 loaf pans, 1 cookie sheet, one is this 9 by 13 pan, and then a square bake pan. I'm thinking, as there are 2 of us, we can take away 1 cookie, 1 mini muffin tin, 1 loaf pan, and we probably don't need a giant muffin tin. Well, we've reduced what we have in the drawer by 3. So, I'll put these over here. Now we can stack these back up again and have a much smaller pile. Well, that's 3 items that we were carrying around that we really don't need. In fact, I don't think I've ever made any muffins since we've moved into the RFE. That's 3 items out of 1 drawer that we have less of. Next cupboard. So all of the stuff on my counter here, all of this stuff, the potatoes are occupying a bowl, but all these containers and roasting pan and such, and there's a couple items on the dish rack still drying, that they occupy this shelf here, and then the bottom shelf down there, along with the magic bullet. It's staying. I'm gonna go through this stuff and ponder what we need and what we don't, and I will show you what I broke it down to. The 2 shelves, which had a ton of items, have been reduced in size. So I had 2 of these tubs. This one had some other things that were stored under the bed for a little bit, and then I had this Pyrex that I don't think I've ever used it since we've been in the trailer. And then the salad spinner. I think I've used it once. That stuff's gonna go. So I'm gonna move it over here. What I have left is the really big frying pan that we use once in a while. The roasting pan, because I've done some chickens and we've done a couple turkeys, and we did a ham in the last little bit. I do use the stir fry, the wok, once in a while. Plastic bowls, colanders, which I like my round colander. Brent has the collapsible one that folds up nice and small and then just lives on the side of the cupboard. And then we do use this Pyrex pan in the microwave, and I've used this one, the square Pyrex, several times. Those are items we're going to keep in the trailer with us. Now I'm going to move on to my closet. I actually have a wedding dress, the one I wore for Brent's and my wedding 6.5 years ago. I did have it cleaned and then it went back in the closet. So probably doesn't need to travel with us. I'm going to try and sell it again, I think. So, because I'll never wear it again, let's face it. Yeah, on to the closet. There's one other thing that we just got and Brent's going to install. I contemplated doing it, but then I went, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'll leave it for him. We got a wire rack that will slide in and out on this framework. Wrigley's very curious about that. She's like, what are you doing, Mom? That'll be a nice addition to the bottom of the cupboard. On to the next thing. The closet cleaning or sorting in drawers has begun. We decided that clothes that we aren't wearing, or things that are just there because we thought we needed them, and turns out that there's a lot of stuff in the closet that haven't touched in a long time. So I already did the drawers and I started doing the closets. My closet, empty shoe box, Brent shoes, box from the computer. There's a couple of items of clothes that are just, they need to go. So yeah, I'll gonna get into this mess here. Sure, it's all in boxes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 scarves. 4 scarves that I never wear. So I'm going to sort them out, and they too will go live in the storage trailer. And then these boxes here, I'm going to go through the sweaters. Not really sure what's in this box other than my Canada mittens. We'll show you the pile of stuff when I'm done, and things that just, they gotta go. I can't keep on to hang on to them. We've gone through the closet, and this is what it's been broken down to. In the very back there is a backpack and some other odds and ends bags. This pair of jeans, those would be my skinniest jeans. So, goal of my life is to fit them. Ugh. Anyways, so hopefully, maybe I'll get down there in the summer. So those are my skinny jeans, and I'm keeping them as a reminder. Girl, you gotta do this. I have a pair of dress slacks, a couple nice sweaters, couple of tops I hung on to just in case, but they're pretty summery. And then this is a top that I tend to wear quite a lot during the summer. I got a couple of skirts that I would truly only wear in summer. A couple pairs of dressier shorts. So there's 3 there. And then I got 2 nicer capris that I would wear spring or summer. And then there's my jeans, just some hoodies. I don't know what else to take out of my closet. Maybe a little bit of a dilemma, I'm not sure. Brent and I had talked about thinning out our clothes and maybe getting rid of some stuff, but I think this is it. This is it for me. I really can't get rid of anything else. And, oh, I was going to show you what I took out of my closet. I did take out, so these are 2 longer dresses. This is long sleeve, but they're just like a thin t-shirt dress. This is a long summer dress. The problem I had with it is I would always trip on the silly thing. It was like a little bit shorter in the front, and then it had a little bit of a train. I think that ship has sailed. So that one's going to go to Goodwill. Then I've got a pair of pre-workout pants that they never did fit quite well enough. T-shirt that's just seen better days. Cowboy hats that we got in 2009. And it's got Jody Messina's signature on it. We wore them at the Calgary Stampede. And Brent's Budweiser hat. I think those can go into storage. We don't want to get rid of them, but there's no sense in having them in the trailer because we're not going to wear them. And then, like I said, my scarves and a box, a roll of shelving paper. Yeah, that's can all go to storage. And then I'll give, oh, and I found my box from my Garmin watch. My Garmin watch fell apart when we were doing the move-in process. So when we were moving out of our other place, the strap broke, and it's one of those watches you cannot replace the strap. So I don't know why I still have the box. That's about it for me. We'll see what Brent's gonna part with. What you doing in here, Brent?
A little bit of sorting, reorganizing sort of stuff.
Okay.
Basically just cleaning out the closet. Well, it's time to downsize a little bit since we've been in a trailer for 9 months now.
Sure.
9 months. I got a bunch of hockey jerseys that I haven't worn in a long time. Time to move them into storage. Along with a few other sweaters. Lots of socks. T-shirts.
Holy cow, you put all those in the drawers?
Yeah, everything here fit in the drawers easily. I had my whole closet and these 3 drawers, and then I had the 2 drawers in there.
Okay.
In the main dresser. Those are both empty now. So everything's over here for me.
Oh, I get these dresser drawers then.
Wrong. Nice try. Maybe I'll put my hat collection in one of them.
No, you got the other drawer.
Yeah, Virginia. But yeah, it's just something that had to be done to thin out the mess of stuff that I never wear.
Okay.
There are some things that I will need, but I haven't worn them in quite a while, so I'll know where they are when I do need them.
Today I have decided that there's a couple more bins to go through, and they're the dog bins. But in one of the earlier clips you would have seen kind of a mess on the table. So I have resolved that issue. There's the table. It's nice and clean. It's just got a couple of little coasters on it. The papers and stuff that you saw on the table were my notebooks. I write everything down. I make notes about the videos that we're doing. I have a calendar that keeps me on track. Yeah, so what I did is I bought a basket. So I have the book I'm currently working on, and I have my notebook that I keep track of all my fitness stuff, my markers, and just some other notebooks. Now I'm going to grab this bin with the pink lid, and there's another one in the bedroom, and I'm going to bring them out here, and I'm going to pull everything out and only put back things that the dogs actually need. What's going on, Wrigley? Huh? What's going on? What has Mom done? Mom take everything out? Yeah, I did, to see what we have. Okay. Stop playing with the dog. Oh, there's a toy in here. Oh! Is that what you want, Wrigley? That lamb's missing some body parts. So, what I have in this pail now is basically dog shampoo and dry shampoo and that sort of stuff. It should be all together. It's in like 2 different places. We have a whole bunch of toys that spend most of their time in the bins. We have 2 Frisbees. So, I mean, it's not too bad. Wrigley never did get the hang of this. So, she's not huge on fetch. I have a spare leash and 1, 2, 3 collars. This is Maddie's old collar. It's kind of ratty and dirty. Spare, I guess. We had this type of collar for Wrigley. It's got like a little circle here, and then it's supposed to work like a cinch. Didn't stop her from pulling, so We had 2 of those. Not sure why I got... Oh, I do know why I have this collar. Because my waistband for my... I carry their treat pouches and the poo bags on a little pouch. I shut the one end into the truck door and broke it. So I used this to a little contraption to hold it together. And then Brent got me a new belt that actually worked. The spare leash I'm going to put in the truck for those days when we take the dogs along and it's like we get halfway down the road. It's like, hey, did you bring the leashes? No, we didn't. It happens a lot. A lot more than we'd like to. So these I'm going to put into a box and it's going to go into Cooter. Then down here on the floor, that's Riggs. I put it around her neck at night when we walk, and it needs a new battery again. When we were out walking in the cold, it's not working at all. Oh, there we go. It flashes red at night, so we can keep track of Wrigley in the dark. Okay, so on the floor here, I have 1, 2, 3 brushes, and a puppy brush. That has to go. We'll keep the 2 brushes. I have 2 combs that look like people combs and put them away somewhere. Joop. Nail clippers, which we need to keep. These are bigger nail clippers that hi Wrigley, that I bought for Wrigley, which she hates getting her nails cut. I have scissors for Maddie. A little pinking. Wrigley, you're gonna get your nose. Stop it. Okay, and then I have regular scissors for cutting mats out and trimming them up in between grooming sessions, and 2 combs, so I'll keep those. I think one of those, excuse me Wrigley, Super Dogs was one I got for Maddie years ago when we went to the Calgary Stampede. Maddie was just a puppy and I don't want to get rid of that one. I'll hang on to that. That can go in the Cooter. Go in my scrapbook maybe. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 scarves that I found in the bin. Every time we go to the groomer, so we both dogs went to the groomer at Christmas time, obviously. I think I might donate those back to the groomer. Maybe I'll wash them first. We went on a trip without Maddie, and I bought her this doggy t-shirt. It was before we had Wrigley. Does this t-shirt make me look fat? I don't think she's ever worn it. And then I have a lid from when we had wet food when Wrigley was a puppy. These pill pockets, which I got to make Wrigley take pills easier. She knows that the pills are in there. She is sneaky. Whenever the vet gives us pills for Wrigley, we have to literally shove them down her throat. I always feel mean. Then we give her a treat anyways. But yeah, she does not like those pill pockets at all. And in going through my bins, I found some treats that we bought at a store on Granville Island. Totally forgot about those. Got this big bone. I found a bonus bag of greenies. Yay! Found a hoof. Wrigley loves these things. I hate them. They stink. And then when Wrigley was having problems with her paws, I bought these. They're actually too small for her. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Maybe I'll see if somebody has a dog that they work for. One more thing that... I'm tripping on everything now. I had found an old rain poncho of Maddie's. The only thing wrong with it is the hood was tearing off of it. It still fits her, I think. Maybe I'll just stitch it up and we keep it as a spare. So that's the dog bin. So in editing the video this week, I realized we didn't have an ending. Also, I was looking through the video and editing and going through all the footage we had, and I realized that, you know, there's still some stuff in my closet that I haven't even worn, and we went through a really cold snap, and it's I don't know why, but for some reason I've just thought, oh, I'll keep that sweatshirt, I'll need it someday. No, I don't think I will. So, and I've got like 4 or 5 pairs of runners that really so I'll just show you. I have 3 sweatshirts. One I got from one of my daughter's boyfriends who went to Western University in Ontario. And I got a Vegas shirt, which I bought because it was super cold in Vegas and I didn't have a sweatshirt. And the black one is from we went to Seaside, and it doesn't even say Seaside on it, I don't think. And then my running gear, that the sleeves are too short, and it was my first sun run, so I got a shirt for joining the clinic. But like I said, the sleeves are too short, so I really have no use for it. Then I've got some tank tops and summer wear that they need to go. They need to go. Then I got a couple of t-shirts for I was using them as pajamas. And then the question remains, why do I have 2 dress sweaters? I have no use for 2 dress sweaters. I chose one, and it's the older one, and the tag is kind of wrinkled in the side, so it joins the pile of going. And then a sweater that this color really doesn't do anything for me. It's a sweater I've had for years and years and years and years, and I wear it once in a while, and every time I wear it I feel blah. So it's gone too. 2 pairs of running shoes, which are no longer in super awesome shape. The Air Maxes, the one heel is blown out, so when I walk you can hear it pop each time. So it's gotta go. That's all. Basically, it's stuff. And do we really need stuff in... Sorry, sitting down. Do we really need stuff? After all, it's just stuff. We need things to wear. I like to have things that I feel good in. So anything else should just go away. And if we're not using it, we're not... Why do we have it? Because again, it's just stuff. And when you're living in a small space, having stuff doesn't always make sense. So anyways, I'd like to say bye for now. Please remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.